ध्यानं नाम स्वरूपस्य सहजं बाणमुच्यते नैतत्कर्म विशेषं वा सगुणोपासनं जपः कर्मोत्पन्नं फलं दृष्टं नश्वरं भिन्नमात्मनः नित्योपलब्धस्वात्मा हि स्वरूपं ध्यातुरेव सः निकृष्टवस्ति निदृष्टिः उत्कृष्टा तदुपासनं ध्यानं विलक्षणं तस्मात् यथार्थज्ञानरूपतः मन्त्रेकस्यावर्तनं वै जपो वा कर्म उच्यते स्वस्वरूपावस्थितिर्ध्यानं नैददावृत्तिरूपकम्. So we have seen that meditation in essence is not any particular activity. It is not any ritual, nor it is repetition of any particular name. It is not an activity because an action is always done with an intention of gaining some kind of a result, and the result is always different from oneself, gained through some particular engagement, and temporary and disappears. No action, result of any action, or result of no action is said to be permanent. Therefore, karmotpannam phalam drishtam nashwaram binnamatmana. It's different and subject to destruction. Whereas, swaswarupa anusthitir, that is, dhyanam is where one is not engaging in action because there is nothing to gain. It is not through meditation you will gain any particular result. Oh, Swamiji, then why should we do anything? Because always our intention of doing any action is, what do I get out of it? What do I get out of it? In fact, in meditation you don't get anything out of it, you get rid of these things. You get rid of all that is occupying you, your mind. All that is preoccupying your mind. When you release yourself from that, what you gain is what you already are. It is only in Upanishads we see the daring declarations of the rishis that you already are that. No other religion would say that. It is God who created the world. If you say, then who are you? If you say God created this world, all religions accept that. God created. Whether you accept it or not, it's a different thing. Even take it as an hypothesis. God created this world. Fine. Out of what? Next question is, out of what? If anything else was there, then who created that? Simple logical question. So, simple answer would be, he created everything out of himself. Correct? Or herself. Let us be very clear. God created out of itself. It's better to make it neuter. Alright? If, just like from the mud, mud pot has come, and you say, what is the pot after all? Mud only. Madeva Satyam. If mud pot has come, the pot is nothing but mud, given a name because of the form, called pot. So the potness of the mud pot is only an adjective to the shape, not to the mud. Mud is given the shape of a pot, and therefore we call it as a pot. So potness is not the quality of the mud. Are you all following me? Or are you going to somewhere else? So, the pot that we call it as a pot is nothing but the shape that is of the mud that is given the name, and not it is the quality of the mud. In the same way, if you say, from God everybody has come, you and I are what? I and you and she and he. Dog or cat or animal or buffalo, what is that? It's like a pot. It's not the quality of the thing, but it is only the form is given a name. Essentially then I am what? Mr. Potty. What's your name? Mud. What is your nature? What is your Swaroop? I am God. Given a particular form, I am given a name, I am so and so. So then, essentially I am that, and I am presently preoccupied with something else. The pot is preoccupied with its potness, forgetting its nature as mud. So the potness of the pot need to be discarded, and that is what you do in meditation. The pot realizes itself to be what? The mud. And I and you can realize our nature as what? The Lord, presence. So what action to be done for that? Pot has to break itself to know it's mud. Let me kill myself, then I will know I am mud. No need. Even if you are as of now, you are mud, nothing but mud. My preoccupation of my own misunderstanding, I am the pot and nothing else other than the pot, is making me do whatever I am doing. But in the seat of meditation, you are renouncing the potness in your mind and recognizing yourself as the mud, for which no action is prescribed. So, meditation is not action. You understand that? To know that I am the mud, the pot does not need to do anything. But, because if you say, you don't do anything, we are not convinced. Do the upasana. Worship of that mud. Pot worshipping the mud. Just imagine that condition. Pot is sitting there. Madaya Namaha, Madaya Namaha, Madaya Namaha. Why that pot has to worship the mud? Because it is unable to reach that mudness. It is distracting itself so many ways, and now I just need to know that the mud is great. Mud is great, all right. So that's why he says, Upasana is Nikrishta Vastini Utkrishta Drishtiki. As something insignificant, we are attributing greatness to it so that our mind can dwell and rise up to that height. The mind has to rise up to that. To that God consciousness, the mind has to reach, and therefore we take an external aid. It's only an aid. It's only a support. Nikrishta, that which is insignificant. Utkrishta drishti. Tadupasanam. Dhyanam vilakshanam tasma yadartha jnana rupata. Because in this state of meditation, it is not that I need to elevate myself to some other nature which I have to superimpose. I am not imagining myself to be. The pot need not imagine itself to be the mud. Whereas in the form of Shivalinga or any other, you have to imagine that it is God. A cross, nothing but a wood put one above on one right state on is this. The imagination that it is Christ, necessary for you to worship, pray. Or see the crescent moon and think that it is Allah. Look at a stone and think that it is Shiva. Necessary because our mind is otherwise low. But in meditation, you are not superimposing any idea or imagination upon yourself. Because yathartha jnana rupata. Because it's your own nature. Therefore, the knowledge, meditation is different from this idea of upasana or the activity of worship, because you are not here to superimpose or imagine something which you are not upon yourself. Dhyanam vilakshanam tasmat yathartha jnana rupatah. So then somebody will ask, will chanting the name will help? Mantre kasya vartanam ve japo va karma uchyate. It may help. Chanting the name is also another method by which you discard all other thoughts. Sri Ramana Maharshi would say, taking one single thought to discard all other thoughts helps. So that is why the chanting the name of the Lord is prescribed in all religions. To keep the mind in one place. Keep the mind occupied with that. Last time also I told you, because the mind is like a genie. Constantly demands an action. I want this, I want that, I want that. So, how do I make sure that the mind is not acting like a genie, devouring me? Give an activity, go up and down, up and down. Avartanam, repetition. Mantra ekasya avartanam vai japo va karma uchyate. But dhyanam is not repeating any name, repeating any thought. It is getting rid of thoughts. Swaroopam avasthitir dhyanam na avritti rupakam. It is not a repetition of anything. Na etad avritti rupakam. In fact, that repetition of thought has to be brought to an end. What makes us engage in this world is nothing but the thought power. Is it not true? Super Bowl. It is hyped up so much. It's some other simple game. No, Swamiji, 50 million barrels of the thoughts of beer. Beer is being consumed today, in one day. 1 million pound of potato. I am not joking, it is statistics. 1 million pound of potato consumed one single evening. And at the end of it, you look like a ballroom. No doubt it's a joy. Swamiji, I am thinking whether to come to Balwar at all or not. Why? Because I have invited so many people to sit and do nothing. Like a couch potato. Blub, 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 blub. Somebody is doing an action. What are you doing? I'm just sitting there. So, when the thought becomes powerful, it repeats itself. Thought repetition alone is the power behind any action. Any action becomes a motivation, or motivated, gets motivated, only when there is a constant repetition of the similar kind of thought in your mind. Desire is not one single stray thought. It is a continuous repetition of a thought that makes it powerful. I want it, I want it, I want it, I want it. It repeats itself. So therefore the mind becomes powerfully engaging in this world because of thought repetition. In the process, it stays far away from itself, its own nature. So when you direct that repetition of thoughts towards God, to that extent you are not thinking about anything else. That's the idea of japa. Secondly, japa is where you decide what to think and not the world, not anybody. It's a skill, or it is a training that you give to your mind. That when I think about the Lord, it is my choice. The world doesn't tell me what to do. Because otherwise, when I am operating in this world, there is a lot of influence from the world. What I see, what I hear, what I taste, what I smell, what I touch, what I read in the newspaper, what I hear from the TV, those things influence my thinking. But here in the seat of, when you are engaging in japa, none of those. I decide what thought should be in my mind. So it's a very helpful tool to train the mind. Gurudev calls it as to tune the mind. With the name of the Lord, any name of the Lord. That which does not make you get back or get indulged in the world. Don't say Super Bowl, Super Bowl, Super Bowl. Then your mind will go towards that. That which does not take you towards the world of matter, it makes you away from it. So the mind that can repeat the name of the Lord can stay away from all other influences. So mantra ekasya avartanam vai japaha vak karma. It's an activity of speech. But Dhyanam, meditation is different. Why? In fact, you are reducing the number of thoughts in your mind, no repetition, and finally to give up. The mind has to come to a state of standstill, where the thoughts strayly appear. And each thought you will know as even it appears, stays and withdraws. That's slowing down of the mind. Thoughts are first in the process of japa, you are choosing the thought. Now you are choosing to let go of the thought also. Not only take the thought, but you know how to leave it. In meditation, therefore, you choose your thought if you want to think. But as having chosen the thought, you know how to just get rid of it. Let go of it. And remain in the small fraction of a moment where the thoughts are no more. Then you see the beginning of the next thought arising. And when you realize that unless I pay attention and give reality to the thought, that won't stay. The thought stays and repeats itself so long as I identify with that and say I want it. When I, in the seat of meditation, look at the thought and no more identify with that, very objectively when I look at that very thought as something different from myself, it will drop there. It will not have any momentum. So, Dhyanam Swaroopam avastitihi, staying with oneself. Meaning, not staying with the thought. swaswarupavastitir dhyanam na etat avrutti rupakam. It is not repetition. Now, what is this swaswarupa avasthiti? What is that staying with oneself? Now it is said in the next verse we read, Swaroopam Satchidanandam Vijanan Swatmano Buddha Tishtatyevam Sada Yogi Swarupena nanyata Swarupam Satchidanandam Vijanan Swatmano Buddha Tishtatyevam Sada Yogi Swarupena nanyata. The nature of all beings, all living beings, or all things in this world, everything, to start with is Sat, it is. Everything first of all is. The table is, the chair is, the mic is, the book is, I am. Don't say I is. I am. All objects first of all is, right? Exist. This is the first thing that our Hindu scriptures say. Everything is, first of all. The isness, the existence of object is its primary quality. It may be in whatever form it is. It is. Number one. Second is, isness of a thing is known by that which not only exists but knows its existence. The book is. The book is not known to the book. The book is known to the one who not only is but knows its existence. That is called Chit, consciousness, awareness. So I am not only aware of what my own being, my awareness of my own being alone is making me possible not only to know me as existing, but also everything that exists. The book does not know its own existence, much less it knows any other existence. That's why it doesn't do anything, it doesn't react, it just stays there only. If it is an alive being, it would have its own choice. So, I am Sat. I know I am Chit. Clear? I am just like a book. I am also, the physical body is like the book, it is. But this physical body is infused with another factor called Chit, consciousness. So, my existence I know my existence, and therefore I know the existence of everything else also. Now in meditation, you are going to move from this point. I am, meaning I exist, and I know I am, and I know the existence of everything else, right? In meditation what you do is, slowly withdraw from the awareness of everything else that exists, including your body. And go to the point where I am. To the point of I know. From Sat, you are moving completely towards the Chit. So, I exist, I know the existence of objects and emotions and thoughts. So not only that I exist, but I know the existence of everything else. That is how I operate in this world. But when I come to the seat of meditation, I slowly withdraw my attention from everything that exists and come to the primary factor that makes me know the existence of everything else is I am. In my existence alone, everything else is known to exist. In the state of deep sleep, dreamless sleep, I know my own existence but not aware of any other existence. Even that is also slowly withdrawn. So in the state of dream, in the state of meditation, let go of the awareness of existence of everything else, come to the awareness of primary existence of my own being. Then move to the next one, I am awareness. My existence is also withdrawn into my own awareness. I am aware. Aham chit. Chidananda rupa shivoham shivoham. Aham chit. Now only when you come to that point of I am chit, you realize that chit, consciousness, is of the nature of pure joy or anand. So when I am aware of my own existence along with the existence of all other things, my Ananda Swarupa is not realized. Because that very fact that I am aware of all other things shrouds, covers, envelops my nature as Ananda. So my nature of being bliss is, even though there, I am unable to pay attention to that because I am not only aware of my own existence, along with that comes the existence, awareness of everything else. That is how we are now. But in meditation, your attempt is what? Exclusively, I pay attention to my own existence, leave all other things. Then, from there you move to, I am not just existence, I am awareness. When you reach there, then you realize what its nature is. It is Ananda. That's why he says, Swaroopam Satchidanandam Bijanan Swatmano Buddha. Swatmanaha Swaroopam Bijanan. Knowing one's nature, what is that? Satchidanandam. Tishtatyevam sada yogi. Yogi sada tishtati. Then thereafter he remains there only. Swarupena eva, no anyata. He remains in his own swarup and not anything else. What is that swarupam? My nature is bliss. And that is the nature of Chit Chidananda. But that Chidananda Rupa is now presently is aware of its own existence plus the existence of everything else. And therefore, because of the existence of everything else is given more importance, I am distracted to that. I am paying attention to all other things, but I am not paying attention to my own existence. Attention to other includes attention about the body, the emotions, and the thoughts, and then memories, and then what I did not know, what I could have done, all those things. So in meditation, you are going towards your own being. That's what it means. My own self, thy own self. From Sat to Chit to Anand. But I am a composite of all the three. Satchidananda Swarupa. Swarupam Satchidanandam Vijanan Swatmano Buddha. Why it is given Buddha? Because a wise person, Buddha Dhiraha Viveki, man of clear discrimination. Discrimination here means analyzing that very well. that the joy that I am seeking in this world is nothing but an adulterated form of pure happiness. Distracted by things. But I want the original. I want the pure. I want the cause of everything. So that anand, that nature of joy is inherently present there. This is what the Upanishad says, Tat Tvam Asi. You are that. Not you were that, you will be that, you shall be that, you become. Now also. This is the declaration of the Upanishad. Without any kind of ambiguity. You are that. And that realization of that fact that I am that pure bliss is entirely upon my choice. No one else can do it for me. Nobody can, not even a guru. Therefore, meditation is an exclusive practice of an individual to be done by oneself alone. No other alternative available. And what you experience there is also not available for anybody else to know. It is my exclusive practice. That's why Krishna would say, Atmanam rahasistitaha. Stay in the solitude all by yourself. It is not for the world to know about it. There in your own solitude, you slowly withdraw your attention from the awareness of all other existences, if you want to put it that way. There is no plural for existences anyway. So all other existence, come to your own existence. The existence in the form of I am the physical body is gross. I am my thought is little subtle. I am is the most subtle. So I am my thoughts. So that's what happens to people is when they are withdrawing from the other occupations of the world about other things, they become aware, more and more aware of their own thoughts. So Swamiji, it is so, my God, I never thought I will be thinking like this. What kind of thoughts are coming into my mind? My dear, it is your thought. Who is the author of your thoughts? You only. Why? You are afraid of your own thoughts. So what do I do? First of all, accept that you are the author of your thoughts. You accept that? I think my wife. No, you are the author of your thoughts. No one else can be given that. Having accepted that, more you pay attention to it, more you get entangled in that. So understand, you are the author of your thoughts are there in you, you are different and different from it, you are witnessing them. Be a witness to your own thoughts, don't participate. It's a practice. It's a practice one has to get used to. Don't get entangled in your thoughts, know that it is there, you are watching them and you don't identify. If the moment you say, why this thought to me, you are already identified with it. Look at it objectively. Do not get connected to it, identify with it. The moment you become objective about your thoughts, the moment you do not own your thoughts, it will have no power to repeat itself, as I told before. It will just lose its momentum because you are not giving energy to it. You are not giving the power. When you don't give power to your car, it will stop. More accelerate, you are giving that. So therefore, when that mind is not, thoughts are not given that power of repetition, it will lose its momentum. And if your physical body is tired, fatigued, then next moment you will see yourself bad. That's why meditation should not be done when you are physically tired. You must do it when you are alert. Early morning is the best time to do that. Anyway, so next week we'll see more of it. But the point here is that an individual has to do it on its own. And moving from Sat Swarupa to Chit, and the nature of the Chit is recognized as Anand. Swaroopam Satchidanandam Vijanan Swatmano Buddha Tishtatyevam Sada Yogi Swarupinaiva Nanyatha. Alright, so we'll see more of it in the next session. Om Sarve Bhavantu Sukhinah Sarve Santu Niramayaha Sarve Bhadrani Pashyantu Ma Kaschid Dukkha Bhavet. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Sri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.